Hi, good morning. It's Monday, May 18th, and my name is Rachael Plaine. I'm here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness to live stream our Gentle Flow Yoga class. So I'm jumping on just a couple minutes after 9, getting all settled in. So hopefully I'll be seeing you guys hop on soon to join us. So if you're new to this way of practicing virtual yoga, we're live streaming a bunch of our classes here. I can see you guys are joining us. Welcome. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Rachael Plaine. I'm here at Berkshire Yoga Dance and Fitness, and we are here for our 9 a.m. Gentle Flow Yoga class. Welcome, Joanne. Welcome, Robbie. Good to see you guys. Good morning. Happy Monday. We're going to set ourselves up for a good week together today. I'm so glad that you're here to practice with us. I'm sorry that I'm a couple minutes late. I wish they could really see behind the scenes of what happens in the morning when I'm getting myself and my 3-year-old and my dog ready for the day. So it's always a little chaotic, and then we land here and it's all good. So welcome, Sarah, Pam, Helen. Good to see you guys. Terry, Judy. I'm so glad you guys are here. Cheryl, which is actually Matt, or actually Tom, sorry, Matt's here. Marilyn, Teresa, Terry, this is so great. Okay. All right, guys, welcome. And for those of you that I have not seen yet or that are just joining us for the first time, welcome. Good morning, Marilyn. We're here for our 9 a.m. Gentle Flow Yoga class. Janet is here. This is so great. We have a nice crew with us today. Melissa, good morning. So we're going to get started in just a moment. This is a gentle flow yoga class, so beginner friendly, nice relaxing way to start our week on Monday morning to get prepared for our day and prepared for our week and just set ourselves up with the right mindset, with a strong, healthy, able body, mind, and heart ready to take on the day and whatever it has in store for us. Good morning, Patty. Happy Monday. So we'll get to it. You don't need anything special. I do have my blocks set up. I do like to practice with those personally. So if you like to have blocks, you can have them, but you don't necessarily need them. Anything that you like to have nearby to support your practice, feel free to gather that up. And if this is brand new, it's a gentle flow class. So we're going to start seated. We'll do a centering, a little bit of meditation. We'll do some stretching. We'll do a warm up. We'll do some standing flow, and then we'll have plenty of time to relax at the end. Good morning, Erica. Good morning, Pam. Great. And if you guys get the Berkshire Eagle, there was a really beautiful photo on the cover of the studio. I can't believe that they featured that right on the cover of the Eagle. That was so cool. So thank you guys for all your support following along on this virtual journey. And they just kind of are letting people know that this is what we're doing. We're streaming classes on Facebook, on YouTube, on Zoom. So we're so glad that you guys are continuing to practice, and we look forward to keeping moving and breathing together until we're back in the studio someday, hopefully soon. So let's get to it. You can take a comfortable seat, and I will check in with you guys again at the end. So relax, enjoy, take it at your own pace. Any modifications or adjustments that you need for your own body, feel free to do that. So without further ado, let's get going. So you can come into a nice, comfortable seat. All right. So on the mat, you can bring your hands to your lap and just let your eyes close. And begin to tune in. So for many of you, this is familiar. Bring your hands to your lap, just feel your legs. You could actually rub the thighs or the knees. Maybe feel the weight shift forward and back or side to side. Just start to kind of wiggle into your body, almost like you're trying on this pose for the first time. How does it feel to be cross-legged? How does it feel to be seated? How does it feel to connect to physical sensation? So often we're very busy in our lives and in our minds that we might not have this time to really notice how we feel in our bodies, how we feel in our minds, how we feel in our hearts. So with hands down on the lap, close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And full breath out. Good. Do that again, and inhale through the nose. Exhale, gentle sigh through the mouth. That's a letting go breath. Again, big breath. Let go. Great, and last time, big breath. Let go. Good. Breathe in through the nose, pause at the top. Through the nose, exhale, create your cat back. So round your back, tuck your tail, scoop the belly, bring the chin towards your chest. And then inhale, open up, lift the belly, lift the ribs, lift the heart and chest. And exhale, round your back, tuck your tail, scoop your belly, chin to chest. Do that again, inhale, rise up, lift up. And exhale, roll back. You're doing great. You're just moving with your breath, starting to flow with your breath. Inhale, big shoulder shrug to get any tension out of the shoulders. Exhale, back and down with the shoulders. Again, inhale, up with the shoulders. So just working out those kinks in the body. Exhale, release. Before we start to sit still for a moment together. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, let go. Good, roll the palms open, situate yourself so you can sit up tall, lengthen your spine, lift your head. And exhale, drop your chin. Send all of your breath and awareness into the back of the neck. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Good. Bring the right ear over to the right shoulder. Open up the left side of the neck. And exhale back through center. Go the other way. Inhale, open up the right side of the neck. And back through center. And then one more time each side, ear to shoulder, open up. And back through center. And then last time here, inhale, ear to shoulder, open up. Exhale through center. Go ahead and lift the head up. You can keep the eyes closed. Breathe out where you are. And then begin to deepen the breath. Breathe into the lowest part of the belly, the middle part of the ribs, and the upper part of the chest. As you exhale, relax the chest, soften the ribs, and relax the low belly. Do that again. Deep breath in. And full breath out. Perfect. As you're landing here, take this time to release anything that happened before you arrived. Any conversations you had, any tasks or to-do items you are working on or planning, any responsibility, any worry or tension or anxiety. Let all of that go. Let yourself just sit in this place of peace and ease. Creating this internal landscape of safety, of ease, of peace, this safe, sacred place that you can land and reside in, whatever that looks like for you, whatever that feels like for you. Good. And knowing that you can come back to this safe, sacred place within yourself at any time by just taking a moment to breathe, taking a moment to reconnect, to drop back in. And take another deep inhale. And full exhale. On your next in-breath, bring the hands together to prayer. Let the palms touch. Exhale to bow your head to yourself. Perhaps it's setting an intention for this morning's practice, for this brand new day. And then inhale, slide your hands to the ceiling. You can lengthen the arms, you can lift the face, you can look up. And exhale, open the arms really wide apart. Stretch through the fingers, bring the chin to the chest. You're going to do just one more sun breath. Inhale to lift the arms. And then as you exhale, this time twist towards the right. So bring the left hand across the lap. Bring the right hand behind. Sit up tall. Look over your back shoulder. So a lot of length from the base of the tail to the top of the head. Pause. Breathe. You could close your eyes or you could have a steady gaze. Good. And then from where you are, without untwisting all the way, just unravel a little bit. Scooch the right hand a little bit further more to the side, kind of diagonally from your hip. You're going to press into that hand and then lift the left arm. And if you want, press so much into that hand that you could pick the hips up and lift the belly. And then exhale, release back down. Let's switch the cross of the legs. So put the other leg in front, left leg in front, right leg behind. Inhale a big sun breath, lift up. And exhale, twist to the left. Bring the right hand to the left knee or leg. Bring the left hand behind, sit up tall, shoulders down, spine long. Steady gaze, or in yoga called a drishti point. You could also look right over the back shoulder or close your eyes. So still eyes, either steady gaze or closed eyes, couple breaths. Good. And then from where you are, unravel just a tiny bit and bring your left hand a little bit further forward, kind of more diagonally off that left hip. You're going to press into the hand and just unravel that right arm up to the ceiling. And if you want, press into the bottom hand and lift the hips and look up. Exhale, release. Good. Unravel your legs. Bring your feet as wide as your mat. Take a couple windshield wipers to loosen up the knees and the hips. Good. You guys are doing great. And then bring the knees up hip or to the ceiling. Let's shuffle our feet hip width. And then I'm just going to turn this way so you can see whatever direction you're seated in is fine. Toes forward, heels back, fingers face the hips. Press into the palms of the hands and just lift the heart. So that's a modified reverse table, a nice big stretch for the chest and heart, nice stretch for the wrist. If it's uncomfortable to have the fingers facing the hips, they could face the other way. Another option, if you want a little more, you could press into the hands and lift the hips a couple inches. You could also pick the hips all the way up to thigh height. Chin to chest or head falls back. I'm going to keep my chin to the chest, but you choose. Take a couple breaths here. Good job. And then send the hips down towards the ground. Extend the legs forward to the front of the mat. Lift the arms up. Lengthen your spine. If it's hard to sit up tall, just put a bend in the knees. And then stretch up and over the legs. And you can reach for the ground. You could reach for the legs. You could reach for the ankles or the feet. You could either have a long flat back or you could fold over the legs. So you'll take a few breaths there, and if you want to sway, kind of shift the weight side to side or wiggle deeper into this, feel free to move in any way that would feel good in your body. Take a couple breaths. Feet are flexed, so the legs are active. Breath is deep and steady. Good job. And then let's lengthen to come up. Glue your legs together like they're one leg. Point your toes. Bring your hands back. Fingers could face the hips again if that's comfortable, and lay back onto the palms of the hands. If it's uncomfortable, flip your hands the other way. You're going to come into a reverse, a modified reverse plank. So you're on your hands, firm up your legs, and then lift your heart. So that's choice one. Nice big heart opener again. Spread the collarbones wide. Lift the sternum and the chest. You could also press into the hands and maybe pick the hips up a little bit, or maybe lift them all the way up. You could also bring the head back or keep the chin to the chest. Take a breath there. And exhale, release. Back down. From here, you're going to open your legs up to a straddle. So I'm just going to switch this way, but again, whatever way you're on your mat is fine. So go ahead and open the legs up. Flex your feet. Hands can come behind you, and you're just going to scooch the hips forward. So whatever distance this straddle in is fine. It might be a narrow straddle. It might be a wide straddle. It might be in between. Pull your toes back. Bring your hands behind you so you can just get a nice long spine and lift the heart. Take a few breaths here. Firm up the legs. So feel the leg muscles hugging onto the leg bones. And then notice if the feet and legs are flopping open or what they're doing. You want to keep them parallel, so the toes are up to the ceiling. They're not turned out or sickled in. A couple breaths. Good. And then from here, bring the hands in front only if you want. If it puts any strain on your back, keep them behind. If they're in front and you want, you can walk forward. And then we'll just take a little sway. So kind of come on the fingers and move a little bit side to side. Feel your inner thighs, feel your hips. Good job. And you could keep swaying, or you might come into a place that feels pretty comfortable on your hands, fingertips, forearms, or wherever you feel comfortable, and pause. Long spine or bowing the head. Few breaths here. Good. And then lengthen to come up. Great. From here, right leg, we're going to bring it in, so we're in a half straddle, so bend your knee, place the sole of your foot to your inner thigh, and keep the left foot long and flexed, and then walk forward one more time. So just in that half straddle, walk onto the fingertips, bow the head or long back. Again, if you want to sway, go ahead and move. Personally, I like to bring in some movement to the postures to just kind of wiggle in and get some more space. So you choose. Do you want to be still, or do you want to have a little bit of a movement? And then maybe from that little bit of a movement, you can eventually find a place where you could rest and hold and breathe. Good. And then walk the hands back again. Similarly to what we did in our very first twist, we're going to bring our right hand diagonally back towards the right hip. Press into that hand. From here, point the toes of your left foot. So point your whole left foot. Press into the right hand. You're going to reach this left arm up and maybe lift the hips up and maybe press the pelvis forward and look up. You could even take this top hand and bring it right behind the head. Hold the head, cradle the head, look up, hold. Good. And then come on back down. And then go the other way. So just switch sides, send the right leg out, left leg in. So nice, easy stretching today. So you're in a half straddle, left foot's to your inner thigh. You're sitting up tall, you're square towards the front of the mat, or whatever direction you're facing. And then walk the hands forward, half straddle. So again, you could be in a flat back, up on the fingertips, long diagonal line from tailbone to head, shoulders down, foot flex, long, firm, strong leg, or keep going and be on the hands or the forearms, maybe bow the head. But try to anchor that right hip and sitting bone down. So notice if it wants to kind of pop up, press it down. And breathe. Right into that spot that you feel this. And this might be a little different for all of us, depending on where you're carrying tension. It could be in the hip, could be in the hamstring, could be in the back or the shoulders, could be everywhere. So wherever you're feeling it, no judgment, it's all good. There's no right or wrong. Just breathe into that space. Good job. All right, let's come back. Walk on up. We're going to do the same thing we did before. So left hand diagonally off the left hip. Press into the hand. You don't have to pick up the hips, but you can. You're going to point the right foot and toes, and then you're just going to stretch this right arm up to the ceiling. And if you want, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, and lift the hips and look up. And if you want, take that top arm and grab a hold of the back of the head gently and just cradle the head in the hand and hold and breathe. Good. And then let's lower back down. One more time, bring the hands to the ground. Unravel the legs, feet as wide as the mat or about mats with distance. Couple windshield wipers. Good job. And then let's bring the knees up to the ceiling and shuffle the feet hip width. And we're just going to swing the legs around a tabletop. So go ahead and sweep them around so you can come onto all fours. I'm going to turn this way. Hands can come a little further forward to the shoulders. And start to circle your hips. So hopefully, maybe, perhaps, we feel a little more spacious in our legs, in our inner thighs, in our hips, in our groin, in our hamstrings, just stretching out the legs. And then when the hips come to the back, swing them the other way. Good. And then let's take our wide-kneed child, so tuck the big toes together, separate the knees, sink the hips back, extend the arms, maybe roll left to right a couple times. Good job. and hold. Arms extend. You could press the palms together. You could bend the elbows, let the forearms fold back to your head. Couple breaths there. Good job. And then arms extend. Body shifts forward to tabletop, all fours, wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips, couple hip wags. And then curl the toes under and let's walk it out to puppy. So stretching the fascia, the connective tissue, the bottoms of the feet. Walk the arms forward, way far forward, and then melt the chest. And you'll either bring the forehead or the chin to the mat, but you're gonna keep the arms super long with the fingers wide and the elbows lifted off the ground. Couple breaths there. Take this to standing, so walk the hands back towards the shoulders. I'm gonna rock back towards your feet to come to forward fold, so feet hip width. Just maneuver your way to stand up and fold forward over the legs. Give the head a shake, yes. Give the head a shake, no. We're going to do 3 rounds of Ardha Uttanasana, which is a half forward fold. Inhale, bring your hands right up to your thighs. Stretch the head away from the hips. Hold there for a few breaths. So I just want to let you know that this is an option to stay in. So if it's uncomfortable to be upside down, just have the hands to the shins or even up to the thighs and keep that flat back. Take a deep inhale. As you exhale, if you want, bend the knees and melt over the legs. Drop the head. And do that again. Inhale, lengthen. Press the head forward, press the tail back. Exhale, release, melt over the legs. One more time. Inhale, lengthen, stretch long. And exhale, melt. Hold the bottom, bend the knees, and roll up nice and slow. Let the arms hang off the shoulders. Let the head be the very last thing to lift. And at the top, inhale, arms sweep out and up, all the way up, palms touch. And exhale, hands come right to prayer. You're standing tall and long. The eyes are closed. The body is centered and aligned here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. Pause here. Eyes could stay closed. Turn the palms open, almost like you're lying on your back in Shavasana. So have that 45-degree angle at the armpit. Turn the palms to face the front. Long diagonal line from shoulders to fingertips. Feet are just hip width. So in Shavasana, the legs would be a little wider and the feet would flop open. But here we're on our strong Tadasana or mountain legs. Feet are hip width, toes are forward, heels are back. Take a little sway, left to right. Feel the weight travel from the balls of your feet to the heels of your feet. And then find that place where you feel like you're right in alignment, where you're standing up strong and confident and well aligned. Physically, mentally, spiritually, feeling like you're stepping into that place of optimal being, that place of great consciousness and connection. And then take a moment to remember your intention and let that flood into your body and into your heart. How do you want to feel today? How do you want to show up for yourself or for others? What do you want to invite into your life or your practice? What do you want to put out into the world? What do you want to share with the world? How do you want to contribute to create a place of love and peace and harmony? And then the next time that you breathe in, flip the palms up towards the ceiling, lift the arms long, palms could touch, look up. And exhale, half sun salutation. So bend the knees and swan dive forward. At the bottom, inhale to bring your hands up to your shin bones. Lengthen your spine. Press the head away from the tail. And exhale, melt over the legs. Bend the knees. Surrender and soften. Inhale, reverse swan dive all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, slide hands through prayer, close the eyes. Take just a moment to check in with that intention, breathe it in. And exhale, release. Again, sun breath. So we're linking breath with movement, that vinyasa or flow style of practice, one breath per movement. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, press out. Exhale, deep fold. Inhale, reverse. And exhale through prayer. Eyes maybe closed for a moment. One deep breath here. And exhale, let go. Last time. Inhale up. Exhale, dive. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, release. Inhale, reverse. And exhale through prayer, eyes closed, long, tall spine, breathe it in. And exhale, let go. Take a sun breath to the top, hold when you get up at the top. As you exhale, just open the arms and stand. We'll do a little bit of standing postures here. So go ahead and step up to the top of the mat. You'll stand on the left leg and bring the right leg back. So a familiar high lunge. So front knee bent, back leg straight. Nice place to start with our standing poses. Inhale, lift the arms, shoulder height to Tadasana. Frame the head with the arms, press out through the back heel. We're going to take a little twist here today. So lengthening your spine, pressing out through the back heel, firming up the legs. Open your arms and twist to the left, so towards your front bent knee, and see if you can just open the arms. And it might feel a little challenging on your balance, but you're doing great. And then lift the arms and stand up tall on the ball of the back foot, straighten the front leg, hold. And let's come to warrior two. So place the back heel down and wiggle your feet so you can bring that front heel right in line with the arch of the back foot. Good. Inhale, straighten the legs, let your palms touch. Today, bring the hands through prayer. Rebend the front knee, and then open the arms. Shift the gaze over the front finger. Twice more. Inhale up. Exhale through prayer, bend the knee, open the arms, shift the gaze. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale, bend the knees, the front knee through prayer, and open the arms. Hold. You're in warrior two. Take a deep breath. And full breath out. Good. Holding the legs where they are, just dance back, backhand to back leg, top arm rises to the ceiling, or stretches over that back leg slightly. And then inhale, open the arms, straighten the legs, look towards the side, legs are straight. You're gonna slide the arms across this imaginary table and bump the hips back. And when there's no more room to go, bring the front hand to the front shin, lift the top arm, straight legs, straight arms. You're in triangle, nice easy triangle. Look up to the top hand, lengthen your side body, lengthen the ribs away from the hips. Pull the shoulders back over that standing leg. And then come on up, bend the front knee one more time, dance back, reverse warrior. And then inhale, open up, arms shoulder height. Let's rebend the front knee one more time and cartwheel down the left arm, the right arm. Pivot on the ball of the back foot, so pluck the back heel up and drop the back knee. Nice, easy, revolved knee down lunge. Press into the right hand, lift the left arm. Look up, breathe. Take another deep inhale. And exhale, release the hand. Come on out of the hips a little bit so you can bring the front leg back. Come all the way to your belly. Make a pillow for your head. Stack the palms or the fists. Bend the knees, toes up, drop the head, and windshield wiper the legs. And then circle the shins. So you're loosening up the knees and the low back. Good. And then circle the shins the other way. And let your legs come long. Bring your hands back underneath your shoulders, back near your chest. Press into the pubic bone, the hip points, the tops of the feet, firm up the legs, and then point the elbows back and reach the heart forward. Elbows back, shoulders down. Come to your version of cobra. It could be little, medium, or full. The elbows are in, shoulders are down. Hold, breathe. And exhale, release to your belly. Shift up and back to tabletop, all fours. Hold when you get there and just wag the hips a couple times. Feel the hips left to right. Let's take a little cat-cow here. So with the hips above the knees and the wrists beneath the shoulders, round your back, draw the navel up and in, hollow out the belly, bring the chin towards the chest, drop the head, drop the tail. And then inhale, drop the belly, lift the tail, lift the heart, look forward to cow. Do that twice more. Exhale, round your back, draw the navel up and in. Inhale, belly drops. Tail lifts, heart comes forward. One more time, cat and cow. Exhale, curl the spine. Inhale, back through cow. And then lengthen tail to head. Your choice here to come back to puppy or take it up to dog. So puppy, again, just to remind you if it's new, toes are under, arms stretch long, hips stay high, chest comes down, and forehead or chin to mat. Down dog, hands a few inches in front of the shoulders, toes under, knees lift, hips press back. So your body's creating that triangular shape from the wrists to the hips and from the hips to the heels. Take a little pedal out. Press one heel, press the other heel. You're bending and straightening one leg, the other leg. Just walking it out. Good job. And then pause in stillness, hands, fingers spread wide, hands shoulder width, feet hip width. Take a bend in the knees and really stretch the hips back. Feel the waist and the ribs get long. Maybe move the head. Let go of any breath that you want, any sighs. Good. And then let's walk back to forward fold. So however you were, whether it was puppy or dog, just make your way to forward fold. Shake your head yes. Shake your head no. Good. Bend the knees. Roll your body up to stand. Big sun breath, inhale. Exhale through prayer. Hold there. Take a deep in breath. And exhale, release your arms. From the top, 3 half sun salutations, inhale, lift. Exhale, this time legs are straight or bent, up to you. Fold forward. Inhale, lengthen, flat back, Ardha Uttanasana, hands to shin bones or fingertips could graze the mat. Exhale, deep fold, straight or bent knees, up to you. Inhale, reverse swan dive, straight or bent knees, up to you, they're both good. Exhale through prayer, eyes closed just for a breath. Deep inhale. And exhale, release. You're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Hold, deep breath in. And exhale, release. This time just on your own, at your own pace. You can follow if you'd like. Once you return to prayer at your own time, just hold there, take a deep breath in. And exhale, release your arms. It's going to be your last sun breath when you're ready, so if you're still in that flow, take your time. And exhale, open arms, catch the hips, walk towards the top of the mat. So I'm just going to spin around this way. So you're near the top of the mat for our standing sequence. Stand on the right foot, send the left leg back. Feet are hip width, so you have a nice stable base. Front knees bent, back leg straight. You're on the ball of the back foot, so your heel might not touch, depending on the distance between your legs. Shoulders are right above the hips. Inhale, lift the arms. Hold there. Breathe. Now we're going to take that twist. You don't have to do it if it doesn't feel comfortable, but if you do feel comfortable, firm up the legs, squeeze the inner thighs together, and then twist from the core towards the front bent leg and open the arms. And then as you lift the arms, straighten the legs, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And then spin the back heel down, rearrange your feet, rebend the front knee. Now you're in warrior two. Front heel in line with arch of back foot, front foot facing the front, back foot facing the long edge of your mat. Inhale, lift the arms, straighten your legs, palms touch. You're coming through prayer today. Bend the front knee, slice the arms open, look back over front fingers. Inhale, straighten, lift. Exhale, slide through midline, bend front knee, and slice open to warrior two. Last time, inhale. Exhale. Hold the bottom. Deep in-breath. Full out-breath. And then dance back over your back leg. Keep the front knee bent today. Reverse warrior, dancing warrior. Inhale, open arms, straighten legs. Look towards the side. And now with straight legs, slide the hips back, reach the arms forward. When there's no more space, when you're as long as you can get, bring the front hand to the front shin or the ankle or the ground. Lift the top arm. Your legs are straight here. You're in triangle. So we're not trying to touch the ground and just kind of collapse. You want to be up where you can bring your chest open and bring the shoulders back and have the torso above the bottom leg. Lift the top arm, look up. So spacious, stretch long, take up a lot of space. Pull the quadricep up, so firm up the legs. Legs are strong. Inhale, top arm lifts, bend the front knee, dance back over the back leg. Warrior two, reverse warrior. And then open arms to shoulder height, hold your warrior two, pause, deep breath, and we're cartwheeling down one arm, the other arm. Pluck the back heel up, soften the back knee to the earth. Press into left hand, fingers are blocks. Lift the right arm. Breathe. Hold. You're doing great. Release the hand. Come out of the hips. Slide the front leg back. Lower to your belly. Like we did before. Pillow for the head. Palms or fists stack. Knees bend. Toes up. Legs fall left to right. Good job. And then circle the shins. And then circle the shins the other way. Beautiful. Let the legs come long. Bring the hands back beneath the shoulders, kind of back near the chest. Press into the hands, lift the heart. So it could be a little baby cobra, could be a medium cobra, could be a full expression of cobra, but the elbows are in, the shoulders are down, and the heart is forward. And then reach the heart way far forward to come on to your belly. Good, press into the hands, take it back. Stretch the hips to your heels. Widen your stance, so big toes touch, knees separate. Sink the head and rock your body. Good. Holding still here, arms extend or palms pressed to prayer. Elbows could bend and the prayer hands could fold to your head. Couple breaths. Good job. Let the arms release. Bring the hands back underneath the shoulders. Press into the hands to roll up to sit on your heels. And we're going to stay here if that's comfortable. So knees would come hip width and we would just sit on our heels. If that's not comfortable, you can come to cross legs. You could tuck something underneath your bottom. You could come to any seated pose that you like. We're just a moment and breathe together. So sitting either in this hero pose, this kneeling pose of sitting on your heels, or in cross legs, sit up tall. Let's bring the hands down on our lap or our knees just to help us ground here. And then you're just going to find the breath again. So take that 3-part Dirga breath, breathe into the low belly, into the ribs, into the heart and chest. And exhale, release the chest, the ribs, the lowest part of the belly. And continue that. Good. Now just to try something a little different, breathe in just halfway, hold. Fill up all the way, hold. And exhale, release the whole breath all the way to the bottom. Now see if you could fill up a third of the way, another third of the way, the final third of the way, and exhale, release the whole breath out. I'm going to go one more time, 4 parts breathing in. Breathe in a quarter, breathe into half, breathe in 3/4, and fill up. Exhale, release all the breath out. And then just a deep, full inhale all the way to the top, as big as you can, the biggest breath you can take in. Hold it. Exhale through your mouth, let it go through the lips. Good, and just a regular breath in. And nice, easy breath out. Good, let the hands come off the lap. Let the hips come off to the side. Let's swing the legs around to the front and bring the feet together. So come into bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Feet together, knees apart. We're going to sit up tall, holding the ankles. So option 1 would be to stay here. So for some of us, this might feel like a great stretch for our hips and for our knees and for our back. So if that's working for you and this is feeling like you're reaching your edge and you're feeling sensation, just hold right here. If you want to go a little deeper, holding the ankles, you're going to pitch forward at the hips, so reach the heart forward with a flat back. It might be almost imperceptible. It doesn't have to be big. And you could hold there. If you want to go deeper, keep going in that forward fold. Perhaps bring the hands to the feet. Perhaps press the forearms to the calves. Keep a long flat back or around the spine. And take a few breaths in bound angle, Baddha Konasana. Good job. Lengthen to come up, press the head away from the tail, come all the way up, take a hold of your ankles, just float the heart open for a moment, so stretch it up through the arm bones, like a little back bend, lift the throat and face. And exhale, let's hollow it all out, so take like a big cow pose, or cat pose rather, tuck the tail, scoop the belly, chin to chest, really round the back, stretch the shoulders. And then just come on up with a flat back, long spine. Slide the hands along the shins. Bring the knees back towards each other. Feet to the ground. Let's scooch up towards the top of the mat. So we'll do a little bit of work on the ground before we come to Shavasana, which will be our final pose. So anything that you want to have for Shavasana, have that nearby. Lift the arms up. And then exhale, slowly lower. Tuck the tail, scoop the belly. Bring the body all the way down onto the mat. And then when you get down, take your nice big stretch out, send the legs forward, send the arms behind, lengthen your spine, your waist, stretch it out. Very good. Gather knees up into belly, hold the knees or the shins, or wrap the arms around the legs, and take a rock. Good job. Bring your hands to your knees and circle the knees around one way. And then circle the knees the other way. And then with knees into into the belly. Open the knees, bring the feet together, slide the hands to the shins, all the way to the ankles, maybe to the tops of the feet or the outer edge of the feet, and open the knees wider. Press the feet together, pull them close towards the groin. So you're back in reclined, bound angle, but we're on our back. So same kind of thing that we did seated, but now maybe feeling a little more spacious in the spine. You're doing great. And then from where you are, if you want to take it up to happy baby, just stretch the feet up to the ceiling. Ankles would be above the knees. You could hold the outer edges of the feet, the ankles, or even grab the big toes. Maybe rock side to side. Good job. And then hold in stillness. Bring your feet back towards each other. Take a hold of the knees. Bring the legs towards each other. Bring the feet to the mat, hip width. Toes forward, heels back. Arms alongside the body. And then press into the feet and just elevate the hips up towards a nice easy bridge. So peel the spine up off the ground just to where it feels comfortable. And then we're going to come right back down. Release the hips, soften the legs, soften the bottom, relax your face. This time as you lift the hips, maybe lift the arms to a shoulder bridge, lift the hips high, arms float up to the ceiling. They could go all the way behind the back of hands touch the floor maybe. And exhale, lower the hips, lower the hips touch, palms of hands touch. Good. Again, inhale, pick it up. Stretch high, open the front body, and exhale, release. Good job. Last time, pick it up. All the way up. And exhale all the way down. Good, just rest here at the bottom. Hold for a moment. And then open the arms to T, palms open. Let's open the hips, cross the right ankle over the left knee to figure 4. Pick the left foot up if you'd like or not. You could keep it on the ground or lift it. Hold the back of the left thigh or the front of the shin. And just give that a nice easy squeeze so you can lengthen your low back and open up the outer edge of the right hip. And hold here. Good. Take another deep breath. Exhale, release your foot to the ground, open the arms back to T, unravel the legs, place the right foot to the ground, cross the left ankle over the right knee, hold here. Maybe pick the right foot up, maybe hold the back of the thigh or the front of the shin, and just lengthen the spine, drop the chin, and pause. Breathe. Good job. Take another breath. And release the foot if you lifted it. Open the arms to T. Cross the legs closer. I don't even know if we twisted. We're going to twist on this side. So scooch the hips to the left. You're more on the right hip. I don't think we took a twist. I only had one sip of my coffee this morning. So we'll twist. If we didn't twist on the other side, we'll take it on the other side too. Just close your eyes. Good. And then bring the knees through center. Press into the bottom foot, shift the hips back, unwind the legs. If we did not twist on the other side, go ahead and take it. Cross the right leg over left. Press into bottom foot, scooch the hips to the right. You're more on the left hip. Knees to the left, head to the right. Or come into any other pose that would feel comfortable. Good. And then bring the knees through center. Press into the bottom foot, scooch the hips back, unravel the legs. And then wiggle the feet about as wide as your mat. Toes face forward, knees up towards the ceiling. Lengthen your low back. You want to take a little pelvic tuck before you lower the hips down. Go for it. Bring the arms like Shavasana. Place one hand on the belly and one hand on the heart. Knees could stay up to the ceiling, or knees could knock together. Inner thighs could touch. Take a deep in breath. And as you exhale, turn your head to the right and just pause, relax. Closed eyes. Breathe into the left side of the neck. Take a deep inhale. And full exhale. Good. Inhale through center. Exhale up and over the other way to pause. Full inhale. Full exhale. Come through center. Exhale, release right where you are. Good. And just take a moment to notice how you feel right now. Coming back to this safe, sacred space within yourself. This safe, sacred space where you're free from harm and free from worry, where you can touch peace and feel most aligned and present, most awake, most aware. Access the most amount of love and compassion towards yourself, towards others. And know that you can come back here anytime. You're welcome to stay where you are for another moment. Take any other final poses before you come to Shavasana. Or come to rest by letting the knees point up to the ceiling if they're not already. Extending one leg forward to the front of the mat. Extending the other leg forward to the front of the mat. Letting the arms come off the body where the backs of the hands would touch the ground, the palms would be open, and there'd be about a 45-degree angle at the armpit. Eyes are closed. Let your body completely relax. Let your breath soften. Let your mind settle. Allow yourself to surrender and to be free right now. Free from anything else that's weighing on your body or your mind or your heart. Wide open to grace, to positivity, to the blessings in your life and the blessings ahead for you. You'll stay for a few moments here, just taking some time to rest in stillness and silence. And then begin to just feel the breath again. Let your breath deepen. And without moving your body, just bring the awareness back to your body and back to your breath. back to this moment, back to the space that you're in. And I'll share a reading with you called Life Comes Calling. Life expands me when I let it. I point to my known edge and say, that's it. I can't go past there. That's my limit. But of course, life comes calling as it always does, not respecting borders, asking me to stretch again, and then still more, until I can't even recognize who I am. You know how it is. Challenge, tragedy, grief, or ecstasy. Where I am right now just can't stay static. The pull toward God and evolution is too strong. When I let go, when I allow life in, I grow before I even notice what is happening. As your awareness deepens and you come back into the body and the breath, maybe bring movement in any way that would feel comfortable. Eventually come to either side to come into a fetal pose with the knees into the belly and the arms into the chest. Take another moment to land there. Press down into the ground and let yourself rise up to seated. Eyes could stay closed or a soft gaze. Turn the palms upwards so the backs of the hands are touching the lap and the palms are open towards the sky. Feel the sitting bones and the tailbone rooting down towards the earth. Lift the top of the head up towards the ceiling. Drop the chin just slightly so the neck is long. Find your 3-part breath. Take a deep inhale. Hold. And full exhale. The next time that you breathe in, gather the hands together to a prayer position in front of the heart, palms touch. And exhale to bow your head to yourself and to any intention that you might have created this morning. We'll end together on the sound of Om, the sound of community, to seal in our practice and our intentions. Starting with a letting go breath, take a deep inhale. Exhale through your mouth. And we'll begin, deep breath. As your head bows back to yourself, taking one last moment to honor the divinity and the light that shine within you. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for sharing your practice with me and this hour with me. I'm so glad to see you in the virtual world and keep connecting and moving together. So I wish you a beautiful day. Ooh. And I look forward to seeing you real soon. So I'll be back Tuesday, tomorrow for Zumba for something totally different at 6:30, and then gentle, moderate flow yoga at 9 on Wednesday. So thank you, Helen. Thank you, Melissa. It's so good to see you guys. Thank you, Melissa. Randy, thank you. Oh, I'm so glad that you came today. Looks like you're new with us. I'm glad you found us. And I'm so glad that this is a new practice for you, this yoga practice. So hope you can join us again real soon. Thanks for the feedback. That's awesome. So glad to see you guys. All right, cool. So thanks, Shannon, Melissa, everybody. Oh, I love seeing you guys. It's so great. So we'll keep moving. We'll keep doing this thing. I think there's going to be an announcement today. I know there's going to be an announcement today from Governor Baker about the future of businesses and a reopening plan. So we are going to follow that closely and devise a safe plan to eventually reopen the studio. We will keep doing some component of virtual classes. This has been so great to see you guys joining us. So if you're interested in continuing to see live streams and virtual classes, that will still keep happening even when we eventually get into the space. I don't know when that's going to look like, when that's going to be, or what it's going to look like, but we will keep doing virtual. I'm hoping to create some outdoor classes like we've always done in the past. So look to stay on the lookout for that, and we're just learning and evolving as we go. So any ideas, suggestions, feedback, things you want to see, questions, please let me know, and we will develop a great plan together to keep moving. So thanks for all your support. You guys have been amazing. I'm really grateful for you, for tuning in, for sharing, for liking, for the encouraging notes and messages and donations and contributions. You guys are amazing. So thank you. We're going to keep going, and we got this. We're good. We're in it together, and we'll get through it together. So thank you. Mwah. Big love to you guys today and always. I'll see you real soon. So talk to you later. Have a great day. Have a great week.